What is going on, you guys? Alex here with Sportline, bringing you another video. Today we're going to be checking out our carbon fiber sport rear spoiler for the Model S. We're going to be walking you through the product and the install process. So this carbon fiber spoiler is going to have a matching weave to the factory carbon fiber pattern. It's also going to use the factory style 3M attachment tape to install. It's a pretty simple install. You're just going to need a few simple tools. We've got some fishing line to remove our factory spoiler. We've got some cleaning products like some wax and grease remover, some Adhesion Promoter for our 3M tape, and we also have some 3M masking tape we're going to use to make sure we get our spoiler centered and lined up on the trunk. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into this install. All right, so placing the spoilers side by side right here, we have the factory still installed on the car. This here is our sport spoiler. You can see it's a little bit wider, a little bit of a steeper angle on it, a little bit more aggressive overall, but it's a subtle change and it looks just right on our Model S here. All right, so moving on now, we're gonna show you how you can easily and safely remove your factory spoiler. So the factory spoiler is held on, like we said, with some 3M double-sided attachment tape. And what we can do is take some fishing line, and this is going to allow you to get behind the spoiler here, and you can use this fishing line to cut through that tape. And we've already done it on this spoiler, so this one is just sitting here. But that's all you need to do. Take your fishing line, and you can pretty easily get it behind the spoiler. It'll cut through the tape, and it will allow you to remove it from the vehicle pretty easily. All right, once you get your factory spoiler off, you're more than likely going to be left with quite a bit of tape residue still on the paint, and you're going to need to use your finger and some patience, and most of the times you can push a lot of that tape off with just using your finger and kind of rolling it. You can also, once you do that, you're going to need to remove all the tape completely from the vehicle. It should be bare paint, and then you're also going to need to come in with a cleaner. We recommend some wax and grease remover. We have these prep wipes here that are wax and grease remover, and you'll want to wipe this whole area and get it completely clean of all the tape, any wax, sealant, anything like that that's going to prevent the new double-sided tape from sticking to the paint. So get this area super clean, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so once we get to this point and we have a completely clean Decklid here, completely clean paint, we're ready to move on to the next step. This is where we're gonna need our masking tape. And as you can see, we've already marked this out, but what you're gonna need to do is don't get ahead of yourself. Don't peel the backing on your double-sided tape yet. You wanna put this spoiler up here and fit it up. Get it centered up side to side. Make sure it's sitting how you want it. Because once we peel our backing here and stick this on, there's really not gonna be any getting it back off. So what we've done is we've boxed in our sides here. We got our gaps even side to side. We've boxed them in so we know exactly where to put this when we go to install it. We've also put a center line here that we can also use to help us match this up as we're bringing it in to put it on the car. So take your time here, get this centered up how you want it. Use that masking tape as a reference, and then we'll move on to actually sticking this to the car. All right, our next step here before we actually peel the backing on the double-sided tape and stick the spoiler down is going to be to apply the 3M Adhesion Promoter. This is going to make sure you get the proper bond between the tape and the paint. And as you can see, we've done a border here of masking tape to prevent any accidents with this. We don't want to get this outside of the area where the spoiler is actually going to sit. Less is more with this stuff. We don't need any of it out on the paint. That's not going to get covered by the tape and the spoiler. So if you look on the back of our new spoiler, you can see our tape is going to be sitting right on this top surface here. So this is the area we're going to hit with the Adhesion Promoter, and we're going to make sure we keep it inside of our masking tape lines. And we're going to make sure we get this area right here where the corner is going to be sitting. That way our corners stick down nice and flat. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe this down, and we can move on to sticking the spoiler on. All right, so once you get your adhesion promoter applied, you want to give it a couple of minutes to dry before you go ahead and attach the tape and the spoiler. All right, so we're clean, we're masked off, we have adhesion promoter, we are ready to go. We can go ahead and pull our backing on the tape here. We'll pull it completely off. So now we're ready to go in. We're just gonna make sure we line up our marks on the tape. We're gonna line up our center line, and then we'll press it firmly in position. But we're gonna take our time and really make sure we have this lined up perfectly before we apply it. Good. So that's gonna do it for our install of the carbon fiber Sportline sport spoiler on this Tesla Model S. If you wanna learn more about this product, you can do that at tsportline.com. If you have any questions about what we did today, make sure to leave a comment down below. We'd be happy to help. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever we post new videos. We've got lots more Tesla content coming very soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.